Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed human transportation and we have completed lymph topic. Let us discuss transportation in plants. Transportation in plants. Plants, they take carbon dioxide and water and synthesize food, and this food is stored in leaves. They take carbon dioxide and water, then synthesize food, and this food is stored in leaves. Food is stored in leaves. Food is stored in leaves. Right? And for the growth and development of the entire plant body, other nutrient materials are required. These raw materials, they have to be taken separately because other nutrient materials or raw materials cannot be synthesized by the plants. They have to be taken separately. And soil is the nearest source of raw materials. And absorption of these raw materials from the soil occurs through the roots of the plants. So, food is synthesized and stored in the leaves. Raw materials are absorbed from the soil by roots. Raw materials, the nearest source of raw materials. Nearest source of raw materials is soil. And raw materials are absorbed by roots from the soil. Raw materials are absorbed by the roots from the soil. So if we carefully observe, two portions of the plants are very important for the transportation. Two portions. In between two portions, leaves, roots. What are leaves? Leaves are the chlorophyll containing portions of the plants. And what are roots? Soil contacting portions of the plant. So leaves are chlorophyll containing organs. Chlorophyll containing organs. And what are roots? Soil contacting organs. Soil contacting organs. Leaves are chlorophyll containing organs and roots are soil contacting organs. The distance between the soil contacting organs and the chlorophyll containing organs is large in complex plants. The distance between these two is very large. So the raw materials cannot be transported to all parts from roots by simple diffusion, or the food cannot be transported to all parts from leaves by diffusion. So a question can be asked here. Why a proper system of transportation is essential in plants? Why a proper system of transportation is essential proper system of transportation is essential in plants. A proper system of transportation is essential in plants because the distance between the chlorophyll containing organs and soil containing organs is very large. A proper system of, this is a question and this is answer. A proper system of transportation is essential in plants because the distance between soil contacting organs and the chlorophyll containing organs. Soil contacting organs and the chlorophyll containing organs. Is very large. Containing organs is very large. So a proper system of transportation is essential in plants. Plants have slow transportation systems. Plants have slow transportation systems. Slow transportation systems. Why do plants have slow transportation systems? Because plants have low energy needs. Why plants have slow transportation systems? I have given a statement, plants have slow transportation systems. This is full stop. If why is added, this is becoming a question. Why plants have slow transportation systems? Because plants have low energy needs. Because plants have low energy needs. Low energy needs. So, can we make this statement as a question? Yes. You just add why plants have low energy needs. Because plants have a special body design. They have low energy needs. Plants have low energy needs due to their special body design, by which plants do not move, and they have more of dead cells in their body. Plants have special body design. Plants have special body design in which they have more dead cells, and plants do not move. Plants do not move. Okay, if plants do not move, less expenditure of energy. Expenditure of energy. If we move, then more expenditure of energy. If we do not move, less expenditure of energy. If have more live cells, maintenance energy is required more. If have more dead cells, no need of much energy for maintenance. So there is no need of much energy for maintenance and less expenditure of energy because plants do not move. Because of these two reasons, plants have low energy needs. Because plants have low energy needs, plants have slow transportation systems. Is that clear? Where to where transportation occurs in plants? In plants, where to where? From where to where? Transportation occurs. Transportation occurs. Plant transportation system move energy stores from leaves to all body parts, raw materials from roots to mostly to the living cells of the plant body. Plant transportation system transportation system moves, what it moves? Energy stores. Energy stores. What is energy store? Food. Energy stores means food. From leaves to all body parts. Leaves to all body parts. Body parts means from leaves to all parts of the plant. To all parts of the plant. And it moves raw materials from roots to all living cells of the plant body. Living cells of the plant body, where active metabolism takes place and the raw materials can be utilized. Okay, the transportation system is moving energy stores, that is food, and raw materials, various minerals and water. In plant transportation system, does it carry all these things together or separately? If it is carrying separately, their separate tissues are there for carrying raw materials and for carrying energy stores. Let us see. In plant transportation system, two tissues are there, xylem and phloem. Xylem, it transports water and minerals. It moves or transports water and minerals. Whereas energy stores, that is food, is transported by phloem. Energy stores are the products of photosynthesis. Phloem, it transports the products of photosynthesis. So let us discuss transport of water and minerals by xylem and transport of products of photosynthesis by phloem separately. First, transport of water. Transport of water. In class 9th you have learnt xylem has 4 components in it and phloem has 4 components in it. What are the 4 components of xylem? Vessels, tracheids, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Right? These are the 4 components of xylem. Vessels and tracheids of roots, vessels and tracheids of stem, Vessels and tracheids of leaves, they are interconnected and they form continuous system of water conducting channel that reaches all parts starting from roots. Vessels and tracheids, vessels and tracheids of roots, stem and leaves. Vessels and tracheids of roots, stem and leaves are interconnected and form a continuous system of water conducting channels. System of water conducting channels. Water conducting channels. Continuous system of water conducting channels. That reaches all parts. Reaches all parts of the plant. All parts of the plant. Right? So, how this system is going to work? Point by point, let us learn. Roots are the soil contacting organs. At roots, cells which are in contact with soil, they take up ions by active transport method. This absorption of ions creates difference in concentration of these ions between the roots and soil. As the difference in the concentration of the ions is created, this difference makes the water to move into the cells of the root. To remove the difference in the concentration of the ions in reciprocation with the water. Thus, a steady movement of water takes place from soil into the cells of the roots. At roots, what is happening? Soil contacting cells of the roots. Soil contacting cells of the roots. Soil contacting cells of the roots take up mineral ions. Take up, simply write ions, no need of writing any. Take up ions from surrounding soil, from their surrounding soil. from their surrounding soil in active transport method. Active transport method means they spend energy to take up the ions. Active transport method. When ions are taken up by the cells of the root from the soil, a concentration difference of ions between the soil and the cells of the roots takes place. So absorption of ions by the cells of the roots creates difference in the concentration of ions between the soil and the cells of the roots. Absorption of ions. Absorption of ions by the cells of the roots, by the cells of the roots creates a difference creates a difference in what? Creates a difference in the concentration of ions. In the concentration of ions. Concentration of ions between soil and the cells of the roots. Cells of the roots. To eliminate this difference, so this difference in the concentration of ions, it is in reciprocation with the solvent, because these ions are present in dissolved form in water, both in the roots as well as in the soil. So when more ions are moved into the cells of the roots, then when compared to the solvent present or water present in the cells of the roots, the ionic concentration is increased. As more ions are moved to the cells of the roots, the soil will remain with more amount of water and less amount of ions in it. So water starts moving into the cells of the roots to eliminate the difference. Right? So water moves into the root to remove this difference. So water moves into the roots, into the cells of the roots, to remove this difference, As water keep moving into the cells of the roots, a steady movement of water takes place. This creates a steady movement of water from from soil to the roots, right? So this pressure of moving the water from soil into the cells of the roots is known as root pressure. The moving water into the roots, it makes the water to be pushed upward. The moving water from soil into the root cells make the water to be pushed upwards at the roots. This is known as root pressure. But alone with this root pressure, water cannot be moving completely to top regions of the plant. In the top regions at the leaves, transpiration creates a suction which pulls the water from xylem cells of the roots. So at leaves, at the roots, root pressure pushes the water upwards. At leaves, transpiration creates a suction. So both root pressure and transpiration, they make the water to be moving upward. How are they going to operate together in detail? We will learn in the next class. Thank you.